Hi, I know I haven't made a video in forever because I got a new computer setup and I am just now jumping back into making videos. This is the screen recording software for Windows and it's not nearly as good as Mac. I'm probably going to use OBS in the future, but for now we're just sticking with this. Anyway, I want to go over the different oscillator modes in Mod 7, and in this first video, I'm just going to review the oscillator saw mode. So here I am in an initialized patch. This is just a totally blank initialized patch. And we're going to go into Common, switch to Mod 7, and go into the EXI. And for oscillator, actually I do a kind of initialization process for these. And the way I do that is I put the amp envelope set to organ style, so it just turns on and off. And then for oscillators 1 and 2, which are the only two I'll be using for this demonstration, I'm just going to take the envelopes off so they're always running, or so they're always amplified. The gate of the oscillators get reset with every key on, but that's not what this video is about. So anyway, we'll choose saw for oscillator 1, and now we have our most basic setup. If you look in the patch panel, we have our oscillator 1 in saw mode, and it's going to the output. So if I play it, that's what we hear. Okay, so the neat thing about this is that you can get a very similar sound. I'll route this to output 2, and then in my tone adjust, I'm just going to turn off oscillator 1, and we'll just hear a sine wave. If I put this sine wave on self-feedback, here's the parameter. If I put that up to 65, we get roughly the sound of a sawtooth wave. So if I flip between oscillators 1 and 2, this is oscillator 2, and then you'll see when I flip the oscillators off and on and tone adjust, you see right here in the output that this output turns off, and now oscillator 1 is sounding. If I jump over oscillator 1, you'll see that's on. And again, if I flip back, very similar sounds. So I wanted to see exactly how similar they were. So if we go to the patch panel, actually, no, sorry, let's go to the amp and mixers, and then we go to the output, and then if I phase invert oscillator 2, which is our sine wave at 65 feedback, and then if I play them both at the same time, it sounds like a pretty good phase cancellation. If I put the phase back to normal and play them both at the same time, it sounds much louder. But it's actually not as perfect of a phase cancellation as it possibly could be. We can get it more perfect by going into the oscillator 2 tab and setting the low pass filter cutoff even lower. So let's, I took some notes here. Yeah, so you can hear it's pretty much gone, but we can actually get even more accurate by going to the patch panel and disconnecting this. And I guess I actually didn't need to disconnect it because it would have gotten automatically disconnected when I put this in here. So now I'm going to filter A. Let's go to oscillator 2 and turn the take the low pass filter off or open it back up. Go to the filter, I'm going to go to 24 dB. And so this is like the same kind of cancellation we're getting before. But let's now take the frequency down to about there, yeah. If you're listening to this pretty loudly, then you'll be able to hear these fine adjustments. So that's almost a perfect phase cancellation. Again, this is just with the phase inverted. If I flip this, pretty good. I can still hear a little bit of sound, but it's not bad. So yeah, that's basically what oscillator 1 in saw mode, the oscillator mode saw, is essentially the exact same as a sine wave with feedback at 65 going into a 24 dB low pass filter with the frequency actually kind of depends on which key you're hitting, and I'm not key tracking this. Right now I'm just hitting a B3, but these settings would be perfect for B3. Obviously we'd need to go into the keyboard tracking for this filter and adjust the parameters there if we wanted to make it perfect across the key bed. But yeah, in the next few videos I'll be going over oscillator mode square. I'm going to skip triangle because that's very similar to square. It's just odd harmonics. And then I'm going to go over sine later because that gets to some particularities with ring modulation. Then I'm going to go over ring modulation, and then I'm going to go over, or maybe I'll go over wave shaper, and then I'll go over ring, and then I'm going to go over the very strange oscillator mode off, which I still haven't fully figured out yet as far as how it handles the inputs. But yeah, hopefully you got something out of this one, and then I'll see you on the next few videos.